Are we on? And it's a go. Hi world. It's Saturday. Saturday night at the movies. Because what picture you see? Anyway, we just had Black Friday. Which I kind of missed because I was in the hospital twice this week. My lovely bands. I said they put them on so tight. I've only got little wrists. I'm gonna have to try and chop them off. And my blood pressure and my oxygen sats were on the floor. I think they were 89. I've had them worse. I've had them 81. They keep asking, you got COPD? No, if I did have it, I wouldn't say yes. No, I've got asthma. Are you a smoker? No. But I'm in the process of giving up. There's me patch check. It's ran out. I know it shouldn't be on there. Let's take it off while we're here. So it left a mark. They always leave like a... Still got 1 hour. Right, see, time's up, is it? That's supposed to be invisible. Maybe it's a different pack. Anyway, for the bin. So, some oxygen sats and my blood pressure. And I went in thinking I had a chest infection. All I wanted was some bloody antibiotics. The doctor came out. And he was like, I think you might have had a heart attack. So I went in. They did x-rays and bloods and all that crap and arterial blood. That's the most painful test. Go into your artery. Wow, it hurts. And I tell you what, the nurse said, oh, the cannula did it. No, it didn't. You bloody did. She blew. This is a vein that came back after warfarin, which, took a long time. Took 2 years for it to even show it was blue anymore. That's just starting. That's just a start. It's going to black the whole arm. Anyway, I'm showing you my bruises. This one's terrible. We had to bandage this one. It's all swollen. It's coming. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a dot where they went in. And the liquid, when it was took out, it was that swollen from, I've got to scrub these. Swollen from the fluids that had been pumped into it. I don't like hospital. I do not make a good patient. And they would not give me pain meds. And it's like, you can't expect me to sit here and not have my morphine. You're having a laugh, mate. So I'll go home and die with my oxygen sats and bloody sit in pain. Because I said, well, if you want my... they don't want you to have Oromorph because apparently it lowers it. Honestly. Do you have any idea how used to Oromorph and morphine I am? Like, are you joking? Yeah, you're having a laugh, aren't you? I've never come into hospital because they lower my blood pressure. But anyway, it's really bad. They even sent me home with it at this is an update, by the way, but I'll just ramble for a sec. With my blood pressure, what was it? It was something 47 over about 55. That's low. But I was happy to come home anyway. Anyway, so that was Black Friday. And now we're on Saturday. I've been away a few months. I did have a bit of a dilemma. So about bloody hospital. I'll tell you what, I hate the place I do. In June, I went to step off the bed. Now, my benzos had been, as the doctor put it, halted because of my mental state. So that was, woohoo, thankful for that. And what I've been doing is taking just what I need. I can bring myself down before she comes. I don't know if she'll actually come back, and because I went to step off my bed to walk, and I had numbness all down my face, and my foot, my right foot, went absolutely paralysed. Couldn't wiggle a toe, couldn't 52s couldn't. Should we demonstrate? Yeah, some sexy. But you've got to ask for the brown ones. They only give these to the men. I got these from... Look, wiggle like a wiggle. Still a bit not right in here. But we exercise, you don't we? We do a bit of... Well, more belly moves than yoga. But I can walk on it. That's what counts. But anyway, for 10 days it was like that. I ended up going into New Cross. I would never want to go there again. I came out for a Tesco delivery because I lost my bloody lead and no one would let me use anything to try and call, Stafford, because I think it would be coming from there, which I think they would have been very understanding, but it never happened to me before, And I don't think people at NHS do like Tesco deliveries. I think they just chip in the shop, get a few things and go home. Because they were puzzled. So that was that, and they wouldn't let me go online. They wouldn't go up to the ward, because when they move you there, they dump your crap on your bed with you, move, and it's so fastly done. But tell me this, world, right? If you knew you were moving somebody, and they said to you, my phone is in the wall, could you please grab it me, please? Yes. And it's plugged in, powered, being charged with the lead, would you, 1, unplug, just take the phone, 2, pull the whole thing off, turn the switch off to save electric, and whack it on the bed and off we trot? I would say option number 2. Well, bugger me, they left the lead. And it was a good one, the wire ones, they're the best to get, you can get my hands in for about £5. They're worth it rather than the plastic. Much better. Anyway, we're changing phones, aren't we? iPhone, we're going to Samsung. That's nearly a year old. And my luck, it'll have a manufacturer fault. But anyway. And so I went home and convinced them they wouldn't give me home leave or a night leave. I knew I had to stay for more testing. But I'd been on to my doctor. And she said, you have to do one thing at a time when it comes to illness or investigation. And I had been on about my nervous system and how bad. And the year before at Christmas time, I'd been in, they thought the core at the bottom of my spine, that I needed an operation. I had slipped discs, which I said to the doctor, I don't think so. I don't know. And they said, no, you can do it and not feel anything. I said, okay. But anyway, I didn't have slipped discs, but one thing, that surgeon was standing by for my results to rush me down, which was news to me because I didn't think anyone, they'd even attempt to operate on me, but maybe they didn't look at your records, I don't know, because it happens, believe, especially in a serious thing like that. But anyway, the core was fine. But it told me as my nerves went out from the spine, not that he could see it because it's, when you're doing it, it's an MRI or a CT or whatever. It's centered for what the scan's for. It's not doing the whole of your back, and all the spine. Which really, that's what I need, is spine top to bottom and a little bit out from it. So then they could see. God, the bottom of my back, you're pissing me off. Are we not sitting right? All right, sit up a bit straight. Come a bit nearer. There we go. You any happier? Anyway, onward. So anyway, and he said, these were not his words, but it meant that they were thinning. But there's a proper word for it. Anyway, so I'd stepped off this bed, had a paralysed foot and sensation in my face. So I thought a stroke was hitting. So I hit my button. Talking of which, where she put, oh, it's back on, it's okay. Lifeline. Tell you what, it gets used, that. Buttons coming undone. Luckily you couldn't see. My horrible jokes. Would you stop it? And bloody shit buttons. China, you should sew them a little bit better, if they are from there, I'm not sure. Probably, like everything else. I help China's economy, I do. That'd be out of things I buy. Anyway, yeah. So I stepped off the bed. Anyway, so they rushed me, did a CT, said they couldn't see a new infarct, which is like a stroke. I had my blood pressure dropping, and my SATs. And then I had 3 doctors, consultants shaking their heads too. Oh my God, like, what have we done? And I ended up anyway coming home for this Tesco delivery. The guy was great, actually, you know. He put everything away, you know, that, like the freezer drawers. If you can imagine, I should have been in hospital. I looked terrible. I had like 3 straps, full risk, because I was allergic, which is this one. Yeah, for anyone that wants to know. The full risk. They ain't putting in the bin, but they go, I have a bag of life. I've done it since I was a girl. Maybe it comes from childhood. Maybe having nothing to show for it, so you make your own bag of life kind of thing. Anyway, put them in. So I had yellow, red. Oh, because it's going to sing the alphabet. I mean, the rainbow then, but not quite. But red, orange, and bloody white. But red is for. That's for How is it? That's because of general anaesthetic. I'm a bit funny with it. I can have them, but when I'm coming back out, they have to give me a drug to bring me. I won't come. I'm not surprised. It's probably because I'm getting some kip, and it's like, just leave me alone. But when I come, I convulse. And I don't know. How can you, from just going to sleep, stop vomiting or convulsing, which is a little bit different, you know? I can't even do it. Oh, sorry, Legs. Sorry. I didn't mean to interfere. And stop puking shitloads of blood. Anyway, I don't know. But, so I took the Tesco delivery. The bloke put it all away in the freezer, and all I had was the cupboard stuff. And that sat on the side. I got on my bed like I told the doctor I would. Took a drink with me, put something on the telly, and chilled. And I think I had a good kit because I couldn't sleep in their beds. You can even like adjust them and all of that. Oh my life! It's not for people with fibro, that's for sure. I thought, you know, it's important. If you could, I tell you what, with these things, they should get people who are ill to design them, you know, or have an input, not I don't know. Anyway, I think they're a waste of money. I think there's something like £36,000 in bloody beds or more. So I couldn't sleep there. And then I had to go back in. Doctor was up here on the Monday before even, you know, was calling me before I even called them. And called ambulance and sent me back in for tests and to stay there. And I stayed roughly about 5 days in Stafford. But then they moved me to a ward. And with fibro, you're not like normal people, you know, like they're in a hospital routine kind of thing from 6 to 9. They'll wake you up, it's breakfast, doctors come round, then it's dinner, then it's something for tea, then maybe a drink with a biscuit if you're lucky, and then it's any night, you know, pills are at the regiment of their times, not yours. Got a lot of war with that, especially over the morphine. Because you could have 2 staff to dispense it. Anyway, I mean, that nurse just did not get on. And I tried, I really did, you know. I was like, nurse, it's due in an hour. Can you please make sure I get it on time? Cow. Anyway, anyway, so the last ward they put me on, I got whipped around there again. Everything on your bed, off you go. And I was put in a room with 3 other quite elderly ladies, and you know them masks that like sound like you're a Dalek and they're dying. And oh God, after a bit, you make you want to put a finger in there and go, shut up. Oh, I can't even do them. It's an awful noise. Anyway, the little ducks. But the nurses. So the nurses saw the whole ward's asleep, and little old me lying there, wide awake, thinking, oh God, thank God tomorrow tests can proceed, or I maybe can get out of here, like, get the doctor to discharge me and do it as outpatients. Because on a weekend you can't have tests anyway, so what's the point of being in a hospital? Certain tests, like MRIs or anyway, which really annoyed me. And I overheard that they had COVID-19 in all the side rooms. Now this is a big ward, like it branches off, and well, I'm clinically vulnerable, and even with a paralysed foot and no sticks or anything to help me go along, I'm telling you, it's like a rocket went up my arse. And I was like, no, I've got to get out of here, because at the end of the day, even if, but they're in the side room, your rooms, no one's infected in your room. And I was like, and I'm not staying to get infected. I'm fucking going home. Excuse my French, but I think you're quite used to that. How, Uncle, we stop it? I don't know what they did to them either. I think they're messing it. He won't give me my meds. And you pay for it the next day, you really do. They have no sympathy, they really don't. Not for people with pain. But I get they were trying to raise my blood pressure, but it was doing nothing. Had me tilted like this, your head down. God, that was awful. Anyway, so I'd overheard these nurses, so I went marching round to the desk. Well, not marching, but, dragging my leg round. Stood there, and I looked them all in the face, because they're chatting, thinking, they shouldn't be talking about things like that, really. And I said, is there COVID-19 on this ward? And I remember the nurse's head going down like that, and saying yes. And I said, well, get the doctor, I want to be discharged right now. Well, actually, my words were, get me the fuck out of here now. Because I don't want to die of COVID-19. I'll die when my time's up of other things, but not COVID-19. Not a man-made thing that's, they've released to kill us. And apparently there's a new one on the way. Some medical advocate was saying on the news, that had come on the news, that China was even protesting against their own police. I don't blame them. Bloody poisoning us all. But America's putting money into that animals, but the whole world is. There's too many of us, that's fine. Culling the population. And get rid of what doesn't spin the wheel, like, as in, it doesn't matter if they did, for the ill, the old, cancer, pregnancies, things are just, cost money instead of pays them money. Anyway, we'll see. But there is, 7-point-something billion people on the earth. It's a bit too many. Do you know every other creature but humans mate to their environment? So say it's a little island, right? And all these birds are there, or whatever kind of creature, animal you want to say. Now they'll breed to the size of that, and that's that. Okay? Humans will breed to that and take over the next island. And a bit, an onward and spread. So, we're the pest on the earth, aren't we? Top of the food chain of my life. Anyway, so a doctor come on. I never forget how she sat on this chair. She was so laid back, so she's going to fall off. She said, well, if you go home, she said, oh no, first of all, she said, as long as if you're 2 feet away from a person, you're fine, you won't get COVID. And I said, so now I'm a bit antsy at this point, yeah? But I do have respect when speaking to people, even if I feel very annoyed. But when someone's trying to, talk to me like I'm an idiot, someone says to her, politely but assertively, oh really, 2 foot? Oh, is that how it got all the way from China to the whole of the world, really? Because it only goes 2 foot. Like, have a word with yourself. And she said, well, if you go, you'll have no treatment and and I went, well, fine. But I'm going off this ward. I'm going to the chapel, and I will be back for the doctor in the morning. And stop sending security after me, so I'm not sitting on this ward. In the end, they did let me. It took me 45 minutes and it's on the same. I wanted to have to go up in the lift. But I was only around the corner. It took me 45 minutes to get to there. Every time I kept going, boom. You can't even see how many cameras are in these hospitals, honestly. They're hidden. Everything. Like, a fire alarm, really, there's a camera in it too. Because the security are on you like a rash. Come on, sit down. They won't take you out for a fag. But anyway, yes, the doctor. I was slightly late. I thought 30. I didn't realise how long it was taking me, did I? But bearing in mind, I was dragging a dead leg, well, a dead foot, which affects the leg. But luckily, they've got like side bits all along the corridor, so you can like grip onto them. And that's what I did. I dragged myself along. And nearly dropped off in the church. I had a bit of peace for a bit. But, yeah. But, so I got back to the ward, all masked up, looking like a Dalek, as much protection as I could, from gloves to mask to everything. And this doctor had obviously been briefed, because he was like, he couldn't agree enough. I was like, I need a full spinal MRI. I need to be referred to neurology. I need ABC, and can I go home? And he's like, yes. And he sent me, and he did so. Anyway, I saw neurology. My foot, actually, I was sitting on my bed, as usual, just chilling or doing something. And all of a sudden, and this was 10 days. It was Thursday, it went, and 7 days later, it popped back. And I was like, went to move to home. I was like, went to move, and a really good wiggle. I was like, yay! It's like I don't know, winning the lottery or something. But when I did see neurology, I've had a few months, really. Bloody Christmas is coming as well. I can kiss my arse. And the tree's not up, and I might put some lights up because I like lights. It's look all warm, but then again, there's gas and electric. I had to just come in actually this week. Go, it's not freezing. It's just freezing in here. And I was like, well, gas is expensive. I don't know how much you'll get paid a year, but it's a lot more than everybody bloody else. And unless as long as it's above zero, it's not going on. If I'm under a quilt, if I'm in my bed, but it is cold. He's not wrong, but I've got the windows open and air, because there's tobacco. But I think I've got to start shutting them and opening them and shutting them. But it's stiff and that's knackered, that window. But anyway, problems. So I saw this neurologist and he said to me, he virtually diagnosed me on the spot. He did a few metal things around me. So these are your involuntary movements. Like, it's not like from banging you. He did do some of them. Because when he didn't get any movements, he had to try and bang to make it do anything. That's stroke, though. Probably fibro, too. Because it just takes everything from you and you fall apart slowly. But I can't. I was like, can you write the words down, please, doctor? I can't remember them. He's like, it's all right, I'll send it you in a letter. You never. Yeah, I got him to write his bloody name down. I don't think he had paper, but all the same, I'd have found him a piece in my handbag. But I've got to go for full nerve conduction. And I asked him, I said, paralysed and it took, 10 days, will that happen again? And he said, yeah, it can happen again. And not just the same place, where else could it happen? And it's just a question. I don't know what makes you ask it, but you have to ask it. I said, could it happen and it not come back? He said yes. And I thought, why didn't he just say to her? But why didn't he just say to you, oh, don't worry about that. Let's do the nerve conduction and like, you see heart doctors, they kind of do that, they think, oh, yeah, it's about to pack up any day. And that's like the idea of that's. I think that would be the worst a person's worst scenario, to be paralysed, and not be able to use your arms or your legs, and at the mercy of who will move my hair out of my face because I can't stand it in my eyes and stuff. And you wouldn't even be able to do yourself in, would you? Anyway, but shit happens. But at least, the doctor hasn't rang me for months. So I think she's kind of realised that maybe with this patient, maybe we're best leaving her on them. Because you could say, well, you messing about with stuff. It's triggered that. Well, it didn't, but the last thing she's going to look into, and it was a thing I kept asking, the nervous system. So, to top off the big list, which is Kaz's crazy world of awfulness. Another thing's added to it. In hospital yesterday, when I was being asked, my blood pressure was that low, I couldn't even ring it off. I was like, But anyway, Benzodiazepine, I'm kind of like, I'm just trying to put some balm on. My lips are dry, even though I'm drinking. And it's the kind of thing that disappears instantly. Anyway, that'll do. No, I know what you're not doing. Don't break it. Oh, don't rain. Oh, hurts rain. So, as I was saying, so I think the doctor isn't even talk to me. Isn't even the one that comes up to see me. And things are slightly better, but I'm kind of doing it myself because I know when she does come back, because when all these things, she did say, like, when all these things are sorted out, that bang, she can't, it would start again. But depends on these things. So I'm hoping maybe the nervous system, she'll think, well, Jesus, she's got something to relax the spasms. And I'm not taking the piss out of anyone else, I just take the piss out of myself. So don't take offence if anyone's suffering that. I shouldn't have done that, That's all it teaches you, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to span on that note. Yeah, I've got 2 left in here. 2 milligram. Yeah, I don't want 1.5, just have the 2. And the time. So yeah, are you all excited about Christmas? Selling out money you haven't got. I think it should go back like the old days where, stocking is a bar of chocolate, an orange, in a nice clean sock, and put at the kids' bottom of the bed, not £500 phones that no one can afford because of heating costs and war and so much going on, But me, I'm going to be trying to sort out my bloody house. I'm going to do some gels, not on I'll clean these up and then maybe paint them. But they're quite a bit dirty. When you go out to hospitals and you're moving and you're picking up. And I was ill before going, so, and I had I think it's Not irresistible gold. What is it? But I'm definitely telling you, for a gel, definitely is to be loved. This what is. It is beautiful, but it's like a tint in the gold. It's really, really pretty. And that's like just what's her face? Oh, Flip Flop. What's her name? I've seen the Flip Flop now. Where's the blue one? There it is. Rita Ora. See all them vowels? My brain goes. But anyway, so back to what it was called. Come on, we'll get to the point. Guilty Pleasure. Is that one? Gold Addiction. One of the can you see this? They're different. Alright. Look how long that nail is, and I broke it at the hospital. But I can't glue it because it's it's at the what's it at your nail, and not the core. Another word not coming. Where all underneath that's the nerve endings that red and sting and hurt. Like if I rip that now, I might bleed or. But so you can't. It's not a good idea to glue that. But I need to cut it as low as possible and then build a jar or something, or an acrylic. But I'm not bothered about building at the moment. I've got a few quite. Maybe you could do. But it was lucky yesterday I had no varnish on one hand. Because them machines that take you what, so they don't like it. They don't like the nail varnish. But I had one hand free, and the nail short, because it broke. But then you're cleaning up. But I might put some on my thumbs. But I got so much to do when it comes to gels. Oh, I had a basket dilemma. I thought Good Friday. I keep going to call it Good Friday. Black Friday. What a con. Honestly, it really is. But anyway, it's like an American company. And I can never look at colours of gels and rubber coats. I just love it. Anyway, which one day I'll do videos of them one of these days. But anyway, this is about just an update of not being about. God, come on, Buzz Light, in you go. And why? A bit of depression, illness, beating me down like a I don't know, like something. You've lost it, haven't you? Yeah. Movie. You're not buying a movie. You can watch one that you've already bought. Maybe we'll watch. Is it Zed? Brad Pitt's in it. Zombies. Well, it's not the kind of kind of zombies, but it's an infection. And every time I watch it, I think, oh, well, I'd be all right, because they don't want bodies that are deficient in any way. They want a healthy carrier. So if you are an alcoholic, or for example, or you've got a bad ticker, so me, I'd be fine. I could go shopping, walk around. They would just ignore me. All right, duck. You carry on eating, everybody. Just pop into McDonald's. I'm only joking. It's really World War Z. Yeah, I got it. You see, the brain takes a second, and sometimes the bubble goes bing, or the light bulb, and I learn how to do that. And I think just after Christmas, I'm going to get a better device so I can do my videos properly and do thumbnails. And then we're going to be doing reviews as well as topics. And I want to suggest any from things that people don't talk about: mental health, grief, anything. to my experience, or if I hadn't, then I'd research it, like, for somebody else. I do my best. I've just got a bubble on her, like fibromyalgia, certain conditions that are overlooked, states of certain things there. I said reviews, didn't I? Nails, bloody ombres. I'm a master. I'm brilliant at it. I'm getting good better though. I can't believe I did a basket in New York, 51 items in it, and it wouldn't let you process a basket. I was like, it will only let you have 2 on, and you can see the red thing, and you can click into the basket and see the basket. And I've got 2 things. What's that about? But if you did that with your bank, which 50, I think it was 51, 52 in the basket, that's please do that. I'm not going to even try and do the maths because my brain's going, oh, please don't ask me. 52 divided by 2 is Alexa, 52 divided by 2, isn't it 20?
52 divided by 2 is 26.
Yeah, 26. So that's 26 times you'd have to do it and go to your bank for payment. Your bank would be going, what's going on here? Mine would anyway, especially to America. So, yeah. So on that note, yes, I'm coming back with a vengeance. But I am going to get better equipment. I thought I would have had my room done by now, and it isn't. That's what I want to do, show you all a nightmare that actually my landlord put me in, from rewiring and upgrades. But they've actually finished the bathroom. It doesn't look good. Decoration's abysmal, but at least it's done. Didn't even gloss like that. Anyway, I've got to get it tidied up. I might hire someone, because me doing it would take a lot longer and it'll hurt like hell. But I want to get all the stuff into it and sort out anything from different rooms that can go in there. And I bought far too much stuff to go on it. I didn't realise it would only be a little pottle, but it can go on. It still can be a shelf on it. There's one to go along the bath. There's 2 to come down the wall. There's a zigzaggy one. It's really cool. There's one to go above the sink, but I need a mirror. I went on one. I was just an end to show you how stupid. Like when you're on Amazon and it would tell you in inches or whatever measurement, and then all of a sudden it will turn it to mils. Trying to work out how big your face is, and a little bit bigger for people that are taller or whatever. So I do not want to drill into this one tiled wall. Talk about dangerous for showering. There's nothing. It's not like embedded with a wall at one end and the other. Yeah, my baths and showers are usually like that. This shower is free, and the only thing that would be holding you in is a loose shower curtain. You can fall out onto the floor of the sink, and the other end you can fall into the window. So it was horrible, but I did it. But I did have painful pelvis, and actually my legs gripped so tight. I'd only got one thing to hold on to. Don't know how I managed it, but where there's a will, there is a way. But I think this next time I'd wash my hair with a shower thing. But anyway, I've got to get the stuff all in there. Well, it's nice. Clean it as well. Pour it. It's nice. Shower curtain up when it's finished. Clean it. Because they got paint on the new radiator, so you've got to get that off the back. I'm not the kind of person, even though, to anybody else, they can't really see that unless they're looking or feeling or something. But I know it's there. With OCD, that's a no-no. That's another topic, but I'd be up for all kinds of chats, me. So I suppose I better let you go on this note. But yeah, so at the moment, It's a pause on the diazepam. Christmas, like anybody else, I find it very hard time of year. You miss people. I miss my mum. You feel lonely. You think about your life so far, you know, all that shit like we have on our birthdays, but Christmas, you know, it should be about time, maybe like, you know, coming together and all of that, and it really show. And all I want to do is go swimming, do my yoga, a bit, and you know, stretch, exercise. The doctor just say take it easy when you exercise. No, not really. It is a heart, it's a muscle. Swimming, you have to take it easy, right? Don't say that. I'm already scared about it. And I wear a rubber ring though, you know, like, I don't care what people think. I'm past that. I lost my dignity. No, I haven't got my dignity, but I lost the, what, you know, when people stare, I go, hi, would you like my autograph? I don't mind kids, you know, but if certain people, you know, say my age range or in the 30s or something, that stare, ask me what you're thinking, you know. How's that person like on sticks for? They don't look ill. Well, if you could see inside, you'd think, fuck, you know, oh, you are. But, you know, like for fibromyalgia, sufferers go a lot through that, you know, because it's like ME or Lyme's or whatever. It's invisible illness. But actually, it's a debilitating, chronic, awful, nasty bastard. And on this, I can't believe I dribbled this long. But anyway, so hi world. I hope you have a wonderful end of November. It's getting a bit nippy, isn't it? I'd love someone to keep my feet warm on, but I'll just have to cope with my hospital socks for now. I want to find someone to dance with. Where would you go to look for that? You know, could you know, surely people want to get out and have a jive. I know that'd be I mean, it hurt you, but it'd be really good for you. Good for the soul, for sure. Do you know they say people that dance together, like in couples, stay together? Anyway, folks, like, subscribe. Probably won't, but I'll see you again. We will be doing my second installment of I'm Not Giving You the Finger. I'm just trying to show you it. Where is it? You see the nicotine? Yeah. I've cracked it now. I've cracked it a lot. I could tell you the secrets now, boy, but I don't think we will. We'll leave that for next time. But yeah. And if that doesn't make nothing more, because, you know, it's all the chemicals I can think of. With that and, you know, what gets lime off punish stones, but it's not a proper one, it's an industrial one, you know. Just imagine that, my fingers. But you know, anyone that is doing that, don't take the layer of your skin off. You just want to clean it and try to take as much off as you can, you know. If you break that layer of good skin and get it to healthy layers, and it's going deeper and deeper and deeper, thicker and thicker and thicker. I never break the skin. But anyway, I'm going to give up smoking. I don't know how much. Oh yeah, you saw the patch, didn't you? I did pretty well, but it wasn't planned, and I hadn't finished my tobacco. But I'm going to give it a go and get on. But you know, when I'm feeling like wanting a fag, I've got everything: mouth spray, lozenges, patches. It's just the willpower. It's a very boring thing, you know. I was watching a movie the other night, Seven Psychopaths. It's a good film actually, but oh my god, you know when times you're a fag and you're watching it, it's almost like sublime, you know. And I know they do put things in films, you know, like I want a hot dog or in the cinemas, but they do, and but when you see like them lighting up like